all the polling stations in 10 northern and 1. It was managed by, all these polling stations were managed by you. Similarly, we had some youth managed polling stations also, and PWD managed polling stations also. Now, during the course of the day, we had fairly uniform polling all through the day. At the close of the poll, which is at 4 p.m., the rough numbers for the entire state is 56%. So this is what our polling percentage is. I have given you an overview of the entire polling process. I would now request the State Police Nodal Officer to brief you on the security aspects of the polling that happened.
Our respected Director IPR, who is chairing this press briefing, respected CEO, Commissioner Nagaland, officers of the DICE, election officers gathered in this room, and my dear friends from the media fraternity. As already mentioned by our CEO, the polling process today throughout the state has been peaceful. There has been no major reports of any law and order or any kind of violence that has taken place anywhere in the state, and it has been very peaceful. So I'll just give a broad overview of the total number of police personnel, security personnel who were deployed for this entire exercise. We have deployed 48 companies of CAPF. We have deployed 46 companies of our own IRB and NAP. We have deployed 600 personnel of the Home Guards. We have deployed about 5,761 personnel of the District Executive Police, which is the civil police in respective districts. And we have also utilized the services of 9,583 village guards. So the total personnel which were mobilized for the entire election exercise for the GLS 24 was 22,954. I repeat, it was 22,954 persons were pressed into various aspects of election security duty in the state today, including the manning of all polling stations. The polling stations throughout the state was open right from 7 a.m. when the first mock polls were carried out, and it was open till 4 p.m. in the evening. So the entire polling exercise, polling stations were open, and there the CRPF and the state arm and NLTV had given the polling station security. Over and above that, forces were also deployed as part of the striking force and the striking reserve. The entire state was divided into more than 200 sectors. So there were sector commanders and sector magistrates clubbing or clustering about 4 or 5 villages, and they were constantly on duty throughout the day and were responding to any situation that was reported, and no major incidents were actually reported throughout the day. Over and above that, we had also taken the services of the village guards. It was given to us by the state government under the Commissioner Nagaland, and a total number of 9,538 village guards also assisted in providing in the 6 eastern districts as well as in Melbourne, where they were utilized for ROP, road opening parties, for striking reserve and striking force, and other election-related duties. No formal complaints were received anywhere else in the state, except in the far, over 3 criminal cases have been taken cognizance of pertaining to impersonation, which was complaint given by the sector magistrate, based on which police have arrested 3 persons in Roka. Besides these 3 cases of impersonation, no other criminal cases were reported anywhere in the state. Now the parties are coming back, the strong room's duty will continue, and we are very hopeful that the pre-poll violence, the pre-poll election process was peaceful, the polling has also been peaceful, and we do not anticipate any post-poll violence as of now. Thank you.
Respected CEO of Nagaland, respected State Police Nodal Officer, the officers on dais, and friends from media. Although the model code of conduct was announced on 16th March, but the preparation of election started long back with the preparation of EVM and rule revision. A lot of hard work, and then thanks to you all reaching us to the grassroots level. Nothing to add much, but as a RO, I am assisted by one ARO at my commissioner office, 58 ARO that consist of all 60 assembly constituency in the ground to the field level, and then all the deputy commissioner, including the ADC Bogobatu. These were the officers who were really involved for every election work from my side, and the EVMs will be stored at the district level, but the postal ballot will be coming to the RO office for the counting and collection also. On 30th of March, when we finalized the list of candidates, we also transmitted service order. Number was 7,847. That was electronically transmitted to the people who are serving in the forces from our state. And we are in process of receiving this service order, postal ballot costed by them. Till now we have received, first I will tell the postal ballot. Postal ballot belongs to the abstentions order, 85 plus PWD, and then orders from the essential services. That numbers comes out 295. Till date we have received 295. Service order we have received 351. Out of 7847, but the time of receiving service order is just before starting of counting on 4th June. Total we have received 646 postal ballot till now. There's one more information I have already given to all the political parties and candidates, but to you also, again I want to reiterate that scrutiny of Form 17A, that is the decision, the conduct of election, the decision with the party's candidate along with the observer, and then RO will be taken tomorrow at 11 a.m. It will start at 11 a.m. tomorrow at our office. These are the small things which we wanted to share. If there is any question from your side,
Excuse me. May I request you to kindly introduce yourself, your organization?
I'm operated from the North State Service. I think it was waiting so impatiently that you wait us to stop. I can understand. Actually, we kept our discussion also very short. And so please go ahead. So, dealing with this poll, why was this so? When the EAPO area, almost one-third of the total electors, they did not vote, they abstained from the electoral exercise. How do you hold these elections? I think the SPNO was very clear that he mentioned very clearly that there were no violent incidents reported. So absence of violence is what we were insisting on, or what we were focusing on when we said that it was a peaceful conduct of elections. And I think you would appreciate that that has been the case largely. Though again the SPNO mentioned
13,954. We have utilized, please note the numbers, 13,850. 13,850, which comes out to 14 companies of CAPF, 9 companies of IRB, 10 companies of NAP IR, 10 companies of NAP, please correct, 9 companies of IR, 10 companies of NAP, 2 platoons of home guards, 1,737 personnel of DF of the 6 districts, plus the 9,583 village guards. So the total was 13,850.
You will ask all of them, is that the idea? I think Michael understands it. No, model code goes on till June 5th. Actually, a couple of days even after that. Pardon me? I have the numbers, yes, please. So, we got a total number of cases across the state of 78, number of cases recorded of 78, a violation of model code. These were in relation to public property. So 78 cases related to public property, of which 8 related to defacement of public property. Cases were not lodged. In terms of private property, total of 11 cases were recorded, violations of FCC. And number of defacements of this number of defacements were 8.
Excuse me. Yeah. Just wanted to check, is there any notice being served to ENPO regarding this 6th district? There's no voting that took place.
See, a notice was issued as was reported in the newspapers. So that particular notice is related to a different thing. I think it is there on our website, so you can have a look at the notice.
Just now what my friend has already asked, but regarding that, the EMPO has replied today. So would that suffice, or are we initiating any further action?
The action taken has also been uploaded in our website. So you can just have a look.
If you can say it also, it would be good.
No, you can look at the website. That will be better. Because I don't want to read the entire thing. No? You would want to read it.
No, just the GC if you can say.
Please go to it. It's not like it's a one-page order, so you can just go to it. Yeah, actually, there are things are. So before mock poll, during the process of mock poll, we had to replace 42 DUs, 58 CUs and 78 VVPATs. That is during the course of the mock poll, which began at 5:30 today. So we had to replace 42 DUs, 58 CUs and 78 VVPATs. Now after the poll commenced, that is after 7 a.m., we had to again replace 13 VUs, 13 CUs and 33 VVPATs. So there was some replacements and these are the numbers.
So regarding that, not an unavailable, which consists of 38 police stations that covers only Kohima village. The northern Angalu one assembly constituency
understand your question. You are asking that all women polling stations are just in Kohima village is what your question is.
Yes, sir.
You are asking whether all women polling stations were concentrated in Kohima village.
Yes, sir.
I think so, yes.
How many polling stations are there?
20. How many polling stations are there in Kohima village? That I don't know. I don't have the answer.
I was told that there are 4 polling stations in LK, 3 polling stations in DKL, another 3 in DKL, and 2 in TKL.
Yeah, but you want to ask anything specific about, okay, there are so many polling stations. Hence,
This 3 areas have been made under 39 Sanis /25 Piancha, then 39/37 under Lakuti, and 40/46 under Kovalatu. Is it okay? I think it's clear. No, these are 3 constituencies. Not in two constituencies. 2 constituencies, Sanis and this Bandari.
So the total percentage is 56 point something or it's over 56?
see, right now it's 56% at the close of poll. So typically there are some people who are in the queue at the time of close of poll. So those also will be included. So we will be giving out an end of poll number tomorrow morning. So that will be the final percentage. But right now the tentative number is 56%. No, we don't have that breakup as yet. So we will be able to give, because tomorrow again, the hours level will be compiling a polling station wise and an AC wise number. So then we will be able to get what kind of polling percentages were in which polling stations, which areas. But going by overall percentage and Nagaland's history of having high polling percentages, I think your basis are the best mine. Maybe not, I don't think much polling happened in Eastern India.
Was there no formal complaints? Was there no official complaints about good capturing from the Congress?
Official complaints were on there, some complaints were given, which were forwarded to the respective deputy commissioners. So one complaint was about a couple of complaints, I think 2-3 complaints came about Kohima district I'm saying. Then a couple of complaints I think about Kokchun. So those were forwarded to the respective deputy commissioners and district election officers. The concerned officers then acted quickly and the respective sector magistrates went and they have done the necessary groundwork and they did the verification and reported back.
Reported back?
Complaint, the person who complained, to the person who complained.
So there was no
Pardon?
good capturing as such.
No, the complaint was verified and there was nothing found out.
So looking at what has been said from this election, what
Yeah, this is a time to give my prepared speech. So these elections have, thanks to a large cooperative exercise, including the police, including multiple government departments, and not least the nagaland.gov.in. A lot of our pictures have been uploaded in that website. So the effort that the entire team Nagaland did for pulling us through these elections, they are documented well. And these elections would not have been possible without all of us going together. So I think that is the biggest takeaway from these elections. Yeah.
So this is like web function in the CEO website. The other day I've checked and I don't see file the offenses window on that section. I have placed a few tickets, but when you press it, the same option comes up.
It could be partly because of